In the annals of maritime and aviation history, no stretch of ocean has captivated and terrified quite like the Bermuda Triangle. For over a century, within this infamous expanse between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, ships have vanished without a trace. Planes have dropped from the sky as if swallowed by an unseen force, leaving behind nothing but whispers of the impossible. We're not talking about a handful of isolated incidents. We're talking about hundreds of unexplained disappearances, each one adding another layer to a legend steeped in terror and confusion. Imagine being out on a calm sea, the sun warm on your face, then in an instant, silence. No distress call, no wreckage, just gone. What unholy secret does this so-called Devil's Sea truly hold? Is it a portal to another dimension, a lair for ancient creatures, or something far more sinister and unsettlingly mundane? Prepare to descend into the abyss of the Bermuda Triangle, where the known world ends and the terrifying unknown begins. December 5th, 1945. A clear, calm afternoon over Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, Flight 19, take off for a routine 2-hour training mission over the Atlantic. These weren't novice pilots. They were experienced, led by Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, a seasoned combat veteran with thousands of flight hours. Their mission, a simple navigation exercise, flying east for 120 miles, then north for 40, before returning to base. The weather was perfect, visibility excellent, and the planes fully fueled. There was no indication of trouble, no harbinger of the chilling events about to unfold. Yet just hours later, Flight 19 would become synonymous with the Bermuda Triangle, a mystery so profound it continues to defy rational explanation. What happened in those crucial moments when a routine flight spiraled into an unprecedented vanishing act? The truth remains buried, perhaps beneath the very waves that claimed them. Suddenly, at approximately 2:10 p.m., an inexplicable communication crackled over the radio. Lieutenant Taylor reported both his compasses were completely dead, unable to determine their position. His trainees were also reporting instrument failure, the entire squadron disoriented and lost. Everything is wrong, strange. Even the ocean doesn't look as it should, Taylor radioed, his voice laced with growing desperation. Ground control struggled to guide them, but the signals were intermittent, garbled by what some later described as electronic fog. As darkness fell, their fuel dwindled. A mariner flying boat, a search and rescue plane with 13 men aboard, was dispatched to locate Flight 19. Eerily, within minutes of takeoff, the mariner itself vanished. No distress call, no wreckage. In one terrifying evening, 6 aircraft and 27 men simply ceased to exist, swallowed by the Devil's Sea. But the legend of the Bermuda Triangle predates Flight 19 by decades. In March 1918, during the height of World War I, the USS Cyclops, a 540-foot-long collier with over 300 men on board, departed from Barbados en route to Baltimore. This wasn't a small vessel. It was a behemoth, a critical supply ship for the U.S. Navy. The ship was seaworthy, its captain experienced. Yet after leaving Barbados, the Cyclops vanished without a trace. No storm was reported in its vicinity. No enemy submarines claimed responsibility. No distress signal was ever sent, and not a single piece of wreckage, lifeboat, or body was ever found. A vessel larger than a football field, carrying hundreds of souls, simply disappeared into the vast emptiness of the Atlantic. To this day, the loss of the USS Cyclops remains the single largest non-combat loss of life in U.S. naval history, a chilling testament to the triangle's insatiable appetite. The mysteries weren't limited to military might. The Bermuda Triangle has a chilling habit of producing ghost ships. Take the MV Cotopaxi, a tramp steamer that disappeared in 1925, its fate unknown for decades until its wreck was identified in 2020. More haunting are the vessels found drifting, completely abandoned, yet otherwise intact. In 1840, the French ship Rosalie was discovered perfectly seaworthy, sails set, but utterly devoid of crew or passengers. In 1955, the Connemara Wafor yacht was found off the Bermuda coast, dismasted but afloat, her crew inexplicably gone. These aren't cases of sinking, they're instances of entire crews vanishing into thin air, leaving behind their ships as silent, empty monuments to an unknown horror. What force could compel an entire crew to abandon a perfectly good vessel, often leaving behind personal belongings and even food on the table? For every terrifying tale, there's an attempt at a rational explanation, often rooted in the ocean's own raw power. One prominent theory points to vast deposits of methane hydrates beneath the seafloor. These frozen gas pockets, if disturbed by seismic activity, could release enormous bubbles of methane. When these bubbles rise to the surface, they drastically reduce the density of the water above, causing ships to lose buoyancy and sink instantly, as if falling into an air pocket. Planes flying through such a gaseous plume could also suffer engine failure due to the sudden lack of oxygen. Another theory involves rogue waves, colossal, spontaneous waves that can reach heights of 100 feet or more, appearing without warning, even in calm seas. Such a wall of water could overwhelm and sink even the largest vessel in seconds, leaving no trace. Plausible, perhaps, but do they account for every disappearance? Beyond the raw power of the ocean, other, more subtle natural phenomena have been proposed. Magnetic anomalies are a frequently cited theory. The Bermuda Triangle is one of only 2 places on Earth where a compass points to true north rather than magnetic north, a fact known to navigators for centuries. Could this slight variation be enough to confuse instruments, especially in an era before advanced GPS? Some proponents suggest more extreme, localized magnetic fluctuations that could cause compasses to spin wildly, disrupting navigation and sending vessels off course into dangerous waters. Then there's the more speculative idea of electronic fog, a meteorological phenomenon that supposedly creates a disorienting, localized cloud capable of interfering with electronics, vision, and even time. Pilots and mariners caught within such a fog might become utterly disoriented, leading to fatal errors. While the tales are gripping, skepticism offers a more prosaic explanation. The Bermuda Triangle is not only an area of immense size, approximately 500,000 square miles, but also one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Millions of vessels and aircraft traverse its waters and skies annually. Statistically, with such high traffic, incidents are bound to occur. Furthermore, the region is prone to some of the world's most violent weather, including hurricanes and sudden squalls, capable of sinking even the sturdiest vessels. Many disappearances can be attributed to human error, faulty equipment, or inadequate preparations for severe weather. Rescue efforts are complicated by the vastness of the ocean, the suddenness of events, and the depth of the seafloor, making wreckage recovery incredibly difficult. The legend itself, sensationalized by media, has perhaps amplified a series of tragic but explainable events into an unsolvable mystery. Perhaps the true secret of the Bermuda Triangle isn't a single explanation, but a complex interplay of natural forces, human fallibility, and the enduring power of myth. While scientific explanations offer plausible scenarios for many individual incidents, they seldom satisfy our inherent human desire for the extraordinary. We crave the mystery, the idea that there are still places on Earth where the rules of physics bend, where the veil between worlds thins. The Bermuda Triangle, with its eerie collection of inexplicable losses, fulfills this primal need. It represents the untamed frontier, the reminder that despite all our advancements, we remain small and vulnerable against the immense, indifferent forces of nature. The Devil's Sea continues to beckon, a chilling testament to the unknown. What do you believe truly happens in this enigmatic stretch of ocean? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as fascinated by the world's unsolved mysteries as we are, make sure to subscribe to Faust Files for more explorations into the shadows of the unknown.